You might be forgiven for thinking that these are scenes from an exotic, boulder-strewn river, perhaps somewhere on the North American continent. In fact, this is South Yorkshire's River Don, where it backs onto a housing estate and a busy public transport network. The river's legacy as a polluted open sewer still persists today, and many view it simply as a place to dump unwanted trash. In places where quiet access roads pass closest to the river, the dumping is at its worst. Domestic and commercial waste constantly accumulates and reinforces the local perception that the river is worthless and dead. In 2008, two local residents decided that enough was enough, and ecologist Cheryl Gibson, along with angler John Blewett, contacted the Wild Trout Trust's Trout in the Town project. Together we formed Sprite, Sheffield Partnership for Rivers in Town Environments. This is the story of the first steps in taking Sprite into the local community and reinstating the river corridor as a valuable wildlife haven in the eyes of Sheffield's residents. The public launch of Sprite as the local chapter of the Wild Trout Trust's Trout in the Town initiative took place at Sheffield's Environment Weeks fair and attracted many visitors. All visitors were surprised to learn about the variety of life supported by the modern river following the decline of heavy industry and the improvement in water quality. School children can join the WTT's national Mayfly in the Classroom project that uses modified plastic drinks bottles to grow and hatch mayflies from their local stream. Pupils will learn to understand and value their local wildlife in the process. Of course, as well as educating passing shoppers about the wonders of their urban wildlife, an important goal for the launch was to recruit volunteers to help care for the river. We were pleased to get a visit from Our Lady Mayoress and hoped that this would help to ensure a good turnout for the first trash clean-up the following weekend. In the event, we needn't have worried, and following a safety briefing from John, the work started in earnest. Our previous survey of the area ensured that our activities would not disturb resident wildlife. We were also careful to avoid trampling and spreading the terrible Japanese knotweed infestation, which is a target for future control. Weird and wonderful items were found on the day, including a full set of bank details that were turned into the authorities. Sheffield County Council collected this huge pile of fly tipping for us the following day, as well as providing the skip and safety equipment that was used by Sprite volunteers during the clean-up. Further equipment was also sponsored by the North West Sheffield Regeneration Partnership. As the day wore on, the skip was gradually filled and spirits were high at what had been achieved by people power alone. But were we right to feel that this was worthwhile? After all, even with slightly less rubbish to look at, there's still nothing special living in this dirty piece of river, is there? What does that guy think he's doing with a fly fishing outfit? A deluded waste of time, that is. Pointless. Trout could never live in there. A Wellington boot or an old car tyre is all he's going to catch. The urban River Don and hundreds more like it are valuable, and they're almost entirely without conservation status protection. Most of them don't have anyone to look after them. Whoever you are, you can help, either financially or by volunteering for administrative or physical work. Please use these contact details to find out how you can help.